So that's when I decided that I needed to change my strategy for getting the word out, which as this goes on, you'll see I've done several times. One thing that I wanted to try and never do is post myself in anything. Like, I wanted the initiative to be all about the initiative and the symbol and nothing about me. Like, if I put myself in videos, it just felt like it was gonna be too narcissistic, too much about me, one person, and would take away from the focus of the initiative and the symbol, which is why I initially, in all my social media posts, none of them included me. But because nothing I was posting on social media seemed to be getting any attention, I decided to go a totally different direction. And this will probably get a little crazy for some, but my next idea for getting the word out involved puppets. Yup, puppets. And I went this route for a few reasons. Now, for one, I've always wanted to incorporate like some type of comedy. And you can see in many of the videos that I post, I do my best to try and make them not so serious and doom and gloomy. Like, for example, John Oliver, Stephen Colbert, getting the word out about the issues and just keeping it a little bit light. So puppets, yeah. I've always just liked the craziness of puppets. Like, they can just get away with saying anything, acting anyway, doing things in crazy funny ways that humans just can't. And not in a bad way, but just like funny, like in a fun way. Like Statler and Waldorf. Like, most people don't know their names, but the two old fogies, like the Muppets, that would just sit in the theater balcony and just roast people.
Hey, would you guys be quiet? We're trying to heckle up here.
So that's what I did. I created two puppets, Orwe and Ifo, obviously named for the I4We initiative. I bought two puppets with a lighter skin tone so I could color them because I wanted them to be like a non-human skin tone, so they would seem like non-race specific. And then just learning how to develop a character, how to make their actions and responses predictable to them, like with Orwe. Like, I wanted to have his character similar to other comedic figures like Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, Aziz Ansari, and Ifo. I wanted his character to be similar to like Bill Murray and maybe Will Ferrell, but mostly he just ended up being like me. I don't know. Okay, so then I also wanted to get the studio set up, the green screen, bought studio lighting because the green screen has to have consistent lighting, and then learning how to get a puppet to act right, moving the arm. And I had to do each puppet separately, obviously, because I'm just one person doing the characters. Then figuring out how to put it all together for video editing. But what a process. But you know, again, like, I wanted to get the word out about the issues revolving equal opportunity for prosperity and social issues, but I wanted to do it in a way that was different from how it's being done by so many other people, social media, podcasts, etc. So I thought using puppets and using adult humor to get the word out could be something that was unique.
Well, this is different.
So I think I only put together like 3 videos, and I only posted like 2 of them on TikTok. But yeah, it didn't get hardly any views or likes. And who knows, again, as with most things that I've tried with this initiative, maybe I was just being impatient and needed to pursue it for a while to see if it would get any notice. But when I didn't get hardly any response on TikTok, I took it down like pretty quickly. And again, who knows, maybe using responses on TikTok from 2 videos is a very bad guide for determining whether or not something is good or bad. But puppets to raise awareness about social issues, the initiative, the symbol, doing it with adult humor.
Are you telling me I should pull the plug?
I'm afraid so.
And I didn't want to giving the initiative like a bad name, right? Like, if people didn't like it, not that the initiative had any recognition whatsoever at the time, so it really wouldn't have mattered either way. But without proper feedback, I didn't want to risk anything. And again, there was no way in hell that I was telling any friends or family that I was attempting to use puppets to raise awareness about social issues.
Nobody not know how.
So all I had to go with was basically my lack of response on TikTok. So with that, for the first time ever on this YouTube channel are the few videos that were ever made of Orwe and Ifo of I4We. Ifo. So you know what's amazing? So in the 1970s, the top CEOs made 30 times the average worker.
Well, okay, I mean, yeah, that's a lot. I don't really see how they're like working 30 times harder than the average worker. They have like superpowers or like Harry Potter running the show.
Yeah, I know. Today, the top CEOs make 300 times the average worker. 300 times. That's insane.
Yeah, it's like saying you're gonna be able to afford one house for all your hard work, but the CEO, you get 300 houses for your hard work.
Yeah, you created the company, so you get to take away hundreds of homes from other hardworking people. Bravo.
Yeah, like imagine if we taught kids that. What if we were like, hey Susie, congratulations on starting a successful lemonade stand. Now you're gonna be able to afford 300 big wheels, and that sucker squeezing the lemons, he's only gonna get one.
Yeah, and that one big wheel, it's gonna have one rear wheel that's gonna keep falling off, while Susie's big wheels are gonna have like streamers with heated leather seat. You know what I love?
I know you like ice cream.
Oh yeah, but I love it when people say that the level of economic inequality we have is good for a country.
Yeah, right?
Like, we need people worth hundreds of billions of dollars because that's what keeps people motivated and innovative.
Dude, you know what people would do for like $10,000 or
Yeah.
even $5,000?
Yeah, no one's saying the only way that I'm gonna be motivated is if I think I can make hundreds of billions of dollars.
Or how about that crazy idea that people are actually motivated and innovative simply knowing that their work might benefit people
Oh.
and society?
What? Not by money? How dare you?
I know, right? Academics, public servants, teachers, NASA?
They don't exist. You had too many Red Bulls as a child. Fried your brain. I'm sorry.
If that was actually the case, I'd be fine with that because the inequality we have now is more insane than that.
So there was that. The third trial and error. First a website, then social media, and then puppets on social media. And that's when I decided that I needed to take a new strategy. I was failing miserably online, so it was time to take the initiative to the streets, getting away from social media and instead using a ground game approach, actually talking and meeting with people and discussing the issues and the initiative. And this will be discussed in the second video about the initiative, but that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and
God wants a